Welcome to The Explainer, where we take big, complex ideas and break them down into clear, visual stories. So what makes a place holy? Is it a building, a belief, or could it be the land itself? Today, we're diving into this really profound concept of sacred geography in India, and it's a journey that's going to take us from a single tiny spot all the way out to an entire subcontinent. All right, so to really get our heads around how a whole land can be seen as sacred, we've got to start small. Let's begin with just one sacred spot. Sacredness can pop up in all sorts of places. On one hand, you've got these incredible, magnificent temples, man-made wonders tucked away in a forest. But then on the other, you have the raw, powerful simplicity of nature itself, like these ancient standing stones out in the open. Totally different, but both can give you that same powerful feeling of the divine. So what is sacredness, really? Well, at its heart, it's that deep feeling or powerful thought that hits you in a special location. It could be a shrine, or as we'll see, even a journey. It's that moment, when a place just makes you stop and feel connected to something way bigger than yourself. And in India, man, you find these sacred places at the heart of just about every belief system you can imagine. A perfect example? The Golden Temple. It's so much more than a place of worship for Sikhs. It's become this incredible beacon of peace that draws people from absolutely every walk of life. And it's not just about faiths that started in India either. The country has this amazing, long history of welcoming other beliefs and weaving them right into its cultural fabric. Just look at the Jama Masjid in Delhi. It's such a powerful symbol of this shared spiritual heritage. And here's what's so fascinating. These places often become shared sacred ground. You'll see people of all different faiths visiting them, and it creates this really unique spiritual harmony. This synagogue in Kochi, for example, is just a beautiful testament to that kind of peaceful coexistence. Okay, so let's zoom out a bit. Because in the story of India's sacred geography, the path you take is every bit as important as the place you're going to. This brings us to the idea of pilgrimage, or Tirtha Yatra. It's this ancient tradition where the journey itself becomes a sacred act. The word Tirtha literally means a crossing place, like a shallow part of a river you can walk across. But here, it's symbolic. It's about crossing over from our ordinary everyday lives into a higher, more spiritual state. And this story, wow, it just brings the incredible dedication of these pilgrims to life. I mean, can you even imagine? A 3-month pilgrimage, on foot from way down south at Rameshwaram all the way up to Haridwar in the Himalayas. It's just a testament to a deep, profound faith. But here's where things get really interesting. These incredible journeys, they're not just random wanderings. When you actually start to map them out, a much, much bigger picture starts to emerge. And this is our first big aha moment. These aren't just paths, they're threads. All of these individual journeys, when you look at them together, weave the entire country into this vast, interconnected network. It's like a spiritual map laid over the physical one, drawn by millions of footsteps over thousands of years. And we're not talking about short local trips here. Think of these as massive, subcontinent-spanning circuits. They're deliberately designed to connect the 4 corners of India. The Char Dham Yatra, for example, is a pilgrimage that literally takes you to the northern, southern, eastern, and western tips of the country. It's incredible. One of the most powerful stories that illustrates this whole idea is the legend of the Shakti Pithas. The story goes that the body of the Divine Mother, Sati, was scattered across the land, and wherever a part of her body fell, a sacred shrine, a pitha, sprang into existence. And this is the crucial point. Through this story, the whole land becomes the body of the Divine Mother. The geography is no longer just a backdrop for sacred events. The land itself is the sacred thing. The entire subcontinent is imagined as a living, breathing, divine being. All right, let's take our final zoom out. We're going to go beyond the man-made sites, beyond the paths that connect them, and look at the very fabric of the land itself. In so many Indian traditions, there's just no separation between nature and the divine. A mountain isn't just a convenient place to build a temple. No, the mountain is the temple. The landscape itself is the holy space, a gateway to the heaven. This idea, this perception of a divine presence in literally all of nature, has a name. It's called sacred ecology. So rivers aren't just rivers, they're worshipped as goddesses like Ganga and Yamuna. Forests are seen as the homes of deities. Even trees and stones can be sacred markers. Take the peepal tree, for instance. It's held sacred by Hindus, Buddhists, Jains, and Sikhs. It's amazing. It really shows you how deeply these beliefs are shared across different traditions. I mean, its botanical name is literally Ficus religiosa, the religious fig tree. And this reverence for nature isn't just a nice idea. It has a real-world impact. All across India, for centuries, communities have protected what they called sacred groves, these ancient forests that are seen as the homes of local deities. And just look at this table. You can see how widespread this idea is, with different names for it in languages all over the country. It's a beautiful example of how shared beliefs have actually helped protect biodiversity. Okay, so why does all this matter? What's the big deal? Well, this shared sacred geography had a powerful and very real impact on the real world. Think about it. As millions of pilgrims traveled these networks for centuries, they were constantly encountering different languages, different customs, different foods. These journeys became this incredible engine for cultural exchange, fostering a continuous dialogue that wove a very diverse land together. You know, even India's first Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru, saw this. He asked what has drawn people from the south to the north and back again on these great pilgrimages. His answer was simple. It is the feeling of one country and one culture. He saw this shared sacred map as the very foundation of a unified cultural identity that predated any modern political state. And that really brings us to the big takeaway here. A shared map of meaning can unite people far more powerfully than any border drawn on a map. It really makes you think, right? If geography can become sacred through story and through journey, what makes a place truly meaningful to us today? What are the stories and journeys that make the ground beneath our own feet feel sacred?